Welcome one, welcome all, and welcome to some Nightmare Fuel. I'm Kofi, and today we'll be discussing why this particular episode of Adventure Time is not one to be messed with. Now, we could probably talk a lot about Adventure Time, as many episodes are... yeah, but today we'll be talking about episode 15 of series 3, No One Can Hear You. The title screams... well, it just screams. If you haven't heard about Adventure Time, it's about Jake the dog and Finn the human, and how the fun will never end. Adventure Time. And if that isn't enough to turn you guys away from watching this, I have not done my job properly. Adventure Time is known to be a questionable show, weird and freaky at the best of times, but there's plenty episodes and characters that could be brought forward for some nightmare fuel. For example, we have Finn's guardian angel from the dungeon episode in season 1, we have Ricardio, and we also have Lemon Grab, especially when he eats his fucking brother. Back to this episode. Before we start watching, the artwork for this episode gives us a bit of a scare at first, with its likeness to the well-known painting The Scream by Edvard Munch, and as long as you've seen this picture once, you've seen it 1,000 times. When we do get into the episode, boom, raging deer licking everyone and everything, completely terrorising the Candy Kingdom. Finn and Jake rush in to save the day, but Jake gets buckarooed off the back, and Finn gets his legs stamped on and broken in multiple places before he gets absolutely punted into a wall and everything fades to black. Pain. What the heck? Finn wakes up in the hospital bed with nobody around him, and you can faintly hear the echoes of his own voice. Something is massively eerie here. He manages to get up with both of his legs in a one-piece cast, grabs a wheelchair and goes on a search. He finds absolutely no one but his best friend, Jake, who is acting very, very odd. He's wide-pupilled, he's got a creepy cape over his head, hiding a massive bump. He tells Finn that nobody will come out because there is a surprise birthday party planned. Don't act like you know though, Finn, or they won't come out for the surprise. Right. The whole fucking kingdom. Jake's made a little hobo hut in the middle of the town where they set a fire and spend the whole night. And the night goes by and Finn realises that there's not been a birthday party yet. When questioning Jake gets absolutely irate and tells Finn to promise not to look around. Seeing the deer all of a sudden and confronting it, Finn hears voices in the sewers. I reckon I can hear Bill Skarsgård right now. Oh, you want your boat back, Georgie? Voices in the sewers literally scream, get the fuck away. Absolutely terrifying. Finn finds out from Jake that he's been in a coma for 6 months.
6 months. 6 months. 6 months. 6 months.
And them two are the only 2 people left in the town. And we've turned into 28 days later, haven't we? Just less Killian Murphy chode and more Haribo people. Jake, you've got a bug on... shit, there's something wrong. Right, Finn. Let's go. Sewer time. He realises Jake's lost his mind and tries to go on a trek down there, but wait, Jake turns manic, fucks up Finn's wheelchair and kidnaps him. When Finn wakes up, Jake has put on some weird child predator-esque party, complete with balloons, milk cartons, and a terrible puppet show. Finn tricks Jake and makes a break for it. Cue the scene from Forrest Gump. The casts fall off, Jake pegs it to the sewer and dives in just in time. Sploosh! Jake tries to follow Finn deep into the underbelly of the Candy Kingdom, which sounds nice, but don't get lured into a false sense of security here because this is where it really takes a twist. As we descend into the dirty sewers, they find that all of the candy people are down there. No, not just hanging out like George Michael in a 90s bathroom, but something far more sinister. Turns out they're all hung from the ceiling, suspended in some kind of orange goo, slowly dissolving helplessly, just hanging there, melting slowly in agony. Finn thinks it's all Jake's doing, and it looks like Jake thinks that as well. So Finn goes apeshit, tries to knock the stupid out of Jake. Jake apologises profusely for imprisoning all the candy people, and then they pulled a peppermint butler out of the Side note, if you press subscribe right now, it will greatly help me, because I would love to have my own peppermint butler in a Candy Kingdom someday. As I was saying though, the peppermint butler slowly explains through his dying breaths that it was not Jake, it was in fact the deer, who appears out of nowhere and takes off his hooves. Oh my god. Why does he have human hands? Someone please help, because I am never going to sleep again. Is this how deer anatomy works? Someone confirm, because I am never ever going on a walk again. Now Finn goes and punches the deer a little bit while Jake frees all of the candy people, and then Jake the dog and Finn the human snap the fucking deer's neck and toss him into the furthest depths of the sewer, and that's the end of that. Seriously though, the cover art, the deer, the silence, the candy people, Jake, the sewer, the deer's hooves, the human hands on the deer, everything about this episode screams nightmare fuel, and here we were delivered a healthy dose of it. Did you get as creeped out watching this as I did? Let me know in the comments if you think it was nightmare fuel worthy or not, but for now, see you later. I'm off down the sewers to get me some candy.